Welcome to the second leg of our Corner Country video. Hi, my name is Rosemary, one half of R&R Living Life, the other being my husband Rick. Together we have been exploring outback New South Wales. This video is a compilation of photographs I have taken while travelling from Broken Hill to Tibooburra. It is just a small snapshot into what we have seen of this incredible country. The vastness of the area, the ancient landscape, the history, the interesting places, and the resilient people of the area are truly amazing. I hope you enjoy watching this snapshot into what we have seen. The Yanko Glen Hotel once stood on this site. The hotel was reportedly burnt down, rebuilt, and remained open until destroyed by another fire in 1983. The hotel was just one along the road where horses pulling coaches were exchanged for fresh horses. Bojerkino is believed to be the local Aboriginal word for the white felspar which rises from a gorge in the Barrier Ranges near where the township of Owie once stood. A permanent waterhole sits at the bottom of the gorge and Aboriginal carvings are etched into the nearby rock walls. The Barrier Ranges' sparse vegetation includes mulga, dead finish and scattered blue bush, and plants are more abundant and diverse in the deeper loamy soils at the foot slopes and valleys. In the early 1860s, pastoralists first settled in the area. In 1884, tin ore was discovered in the rugged hills. The local town of Owie was established for the sole purpose of serving the mines. The Fowler's Gap district covers the arid rangelands around the Northern Barrier Ranges to the north of Broken Hill. Settlement in the area was initially restricted by water availability. Who Fowler was is uncertain, but the name was in use in 1892 when the Fowler's Gap Hotel was built on the road that serviced the goldfields of the Milparinka and Tibooburra region and the pastoral stations further north. Packsaddle is a locality on the Silver City Highway named after the ephemeral creek that rises in the hills to the east of the highway and flows to the west. The creek winds its way across pastoral country, filling fresh and saltwater lakes before passing through the South Australian border where it ends in lake starvation. Some say that the creek was named after a pack saddle that was lost during the Burke and Wills expedition, but others suggest it was named for the oddly shaped hill to the north of the creek. Eliza's grave. In the early days of settlement in the corner country, horse-changing stations were established along the coach route from Wilcannia to Mount Brown. In 1879, Frederick Blore built the Cobham Lake Hotel. In the early 1880s, a young woman named Eliza Kennedy came to work at the hotel. In 1886, while still a servant at the hotel, she died from epilepsy. Her remains were buried on the sandhill above the lake where sand drifts covered her grave until discovered in the 1960s by a road crew. Her headstone was repaired and a fence constructed around her grave as a mark of respect for this pioneering woman of the corner country. Milparinka is a historic town established on the edge of Evelyn Creek. Members of Charles Sturt's expedition were the first Europeans to visit the area, followed by pastoralists and miners. Evelyn Creek begins in the gullies of the Grey Range, where floodwaters in tributary creeks come together to form waterholes, swamps and lakes. Milparinka was the first town proclaimed on the Albert Goldfields. Miners and prospectors camped along the waterhole on the creek, but with little water available near mines on Mount Brown, pay dirt was carted back to Milparinka for washing in the creek. The town was surveyed on the sandstone plateau on the western side of Evelyn Creek, where the Milparinka Hotel, the Heritage Precinct and local residents remain today. More or less abandoned in the 1920s, the Milparinka community has undergone a transformation from a ghost town to a town with many attractions. William Baker built a store in Loftus Street with a large storage cellar beneath the building and an underground tank for water collection at the rear. In 1883, a school was established, but it was a poor calico building said to be unfit for children to occupy. At that time, there were 30 children enrolled. A new public school was established and opened in 1885. More than 100 years ago, a white quartzstone mosaic of the Australian coat of arms was placed at the site, which included the words Milparinka Public School. Remnants may be seen today. Tibooburra, established in 1881, is tucked away in the northwestern corner of New South Wales and is also referred to as the capital of Corner Country. Many of the historic buildings in Tibooburra date back from that era. The heaps of rocks or tors that circle Tibooburra contribute to the earlier name of the former gold mining town, the Granites. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned as we venture on to Cameron's Corner, back along the Queensland side of the border and return to Tibooburra, through some remarkable desert country, vast floodplains, dry lakes and Gibber Plains. Cheers for now, Rick and Rosemary.